92.7 WOBM, Shawn Michaels with you, and today joining us, you know her from movies like Raiders of the Lost Ark, Scrooged, Animal House, Starman, and many, many more. Sitting down to talk with us a little bit, Karen Allen, to talk about her latest film. Karen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us. It's called The Bad Hurt, and it looks very intriguing, and I'm curious to get what you think the perspective. It's obviously a family's journey. It's obviously got a lot of social issues tied into it. How do you describe Bad Hurt when somebody would ask you that?
Well, it's a very personal story written by Mark Kemble, who did it first. He wrote it as a play and then wrote it as a film, and it's really about his own life, which I think is what really creates the beautiful personal impact of the film. So he's writing about his parents and about his siblings, and one of his siblings is mentally handicapped, and the other has just come back from the Gulf War and is struggling with both physical and emotional issues. And we kind of come upon the family. I play the mom, Elaine Kendall, and Michael Harney plays the father. And we come upon them at a moment of real crisis and a moment in which they're really struggling to navigate all of the difficulties that they're facing in their life. And there's something, it's the kind of film I think we very rarely see on the screen. It's both funny and heartbreaking, and we travel through this little period of time with them, and I think it's extremely relatable too, and I'm very, very proud of the film. I think it's a beautiful film.
Yeah, Theo Rossi plays the part of Mark Kemble, and he's also the producer of this, correct?
He's one of the producers of it. His company, Dos Dudes, produced the film, and along with, we have 3 or 4 other major producers involved as well. And he also plays one of my sons. He plays the more the son that really got away, although he seems, trapped himself. In kind of trying to make contact with the family because they're so absorbed in all the problems that they're facing. And he's wonderful in the film.
Looking at the trailer of it, it struck me as like there are times where we're bringing up the issue of our military and things that are happening to soldiers when it comes time to come back home. And then I'm looking at it as, is there a statement being made about the medical world and the cost of medicine and being able to treat and being able to deal with family members who need medication or therapy and things can get out of hand. And these are some of the things that sort of jumped out at me that people can relate to on a real basis.
Yes, I mean, that is a theme in this story, and I think it is a theme that Mark, when writing it was an actual experience. So he's not writing it, as a message, sort of, in quotes. He's writing it because it was something that really came out of his experience. His brother was very ill, and no one really, there is a theme of the Veterans Administration really, in a sense, not wanting to be bothered to really get to the bottom of what was going on with him, and just kind of wanting to, pass some medication to him and just move on.
Yeah.
So that is a small theme in there, and I think it's a much larger theme that we've been talking about for at least a decade in the United States, of as people come back from Iraq and Afghanistan, do we really do enough to help them?
And this is a great story because, like you said, it's a family. They, like every other family, there's times where you're laughing, there's times where you're crying, there's times where you're fighting. It sort of takes you right into a real family and what, the type of different things that can be going on. So when does it open, Karen?
It opens on Friday, and it's opening in 8 cities. It is opening in New York City at the Cinema Village. That's Friday, February 12th. But it's simultaneously going to be available on video on demand, both on satellite and on, I guess, direct television.
Okay.
And you can go to the website, which is, I think, badhurtfilm.com, and you can see the trailer, and it'll kind of tell you how you can, pull up the film in various ways and see it. So
well, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Fantastic. I mean, the movie looks very compelling. I'm sure that people are going to enjoy checking this out. And we thank you for taking time with us today. Have a great winter.
Oh, my pleasure. You too.
Take care. Bye-bye. There she is, Karen Allen, of course. And, she's in the new movie Bad Hurt. Check out badhurtfilm.com. And it'll be in limited release, but also coming out in various platforms for you as well. And it's a very compelling movie. Deals with a lot of topics that are hitting us today. We're 92.7 WOBM.